Welcome, welcome. It's my dog with the TexasSpaceNavy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And in this video, we are bringing you the Hurston Dynamics Downed Satellite that's about 95 kilometers away from Loreville, as you saw in the introduction. This satellite first showed up, I guess it was about 3 years ago at CitizenCon. It was one of the things they were showing off with the fire effects and possible missions and climbing and jumping. You know, it's pretty exciting. Whoever was actually controlling the character failed miserably to jump across the satellite a couple of times. So that was pretty funny, actually. I am looking forward to bringing this to you guys, and it's very easy to find. Like, super easy. It's one of the easiest places to find. If you guys like these videos where I kind of show you some of the Easter eggs of the Stanton system, let me know in the comments down below. I certainly do like doing these myself because I'm kind of an explorer at heart in this game, and I love discovering these places and going back and visiting them. If you don't know, I've done several videos on the Javelin Wreck of Daymar, so you can check all those out. It's actually changed over the last several patches. They've changed kind of the way it looks. At one point, they even changed the location from the first Daymar video or Javelin Wreck of Daymar video I did. So you can go check them all out. They're all a lot of fun. You can also kind of see the difference in my editing and video styles from early on till the last one I did. I guess it was the last patch. So what you need to do here is go to Hurston and go to Loreville. Once you get to Loreville, you want to be on this side of the Hurston Dynamics building, and you want to head east. Now, I call it east because, well, quite simply, it's kind of the same as Earth, where the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. It kind of does the same thing on Hurston if you want to use Loreville as the example. But really, you just want to face this direction away from that big Hurston Dynamics building in Loreville, and you want to fly over the right edge of the lake, ocean, whatever you want to call it here. You want to keep it pretty much underneath you or just to the left, that little right coastline. This should take you pretty much all the way to the satellite. Now, to give you an example, this is my very first time attempting to find the satellite. I haven't really tried in all the previous patches. It just wasn't something that I thought about going and looking for, other than like right after the CitizenCon video. And I don't know if it changed position since then or not, but this is where it is now. So you can see the ocean reflecting there right below me. I'm going to kind of go off to the right a little bit here because I want that coastline to be more or less underneath me or slightly on my left. Of course, I've got the throttle gunned so that I can get there a little quicker. This thing is 95 kilometers away. And of course, you know, on the other side of the lake, you have Edmond, which is a little station that you can go to, you know, to pick up your stuff, you know, like a ground vehicle, that sort of thing. It's really cool. It's got a little island there next to it. Really nice little location along the lake. And it's about 60 to 63 kilometers away from Loreville. So we're going to go beyond that another 32 kilometers. But we're also on the right side rather than the left side. I did see this feature on the ground here, this white feature with the little dark space in the middle of it. And I was thinking maybe this is another little Easter egg of a building or something that's down here, an abandoned building that I didn't know about beforehand. So I wanted to take a little closer look. So I flew a little bit closer to the ground, and it's just a feature from what I can tell. Nothing special about it except for some crazy coloration. But it does give me a great opportunity to take a look at this beautiful landscape down below us. Of course, you know, Hurston itself is not technically a beautiful planet. It's been over, you know, industrialized, I guess. They've really stripped it raw, and it's rusted out and dirty. I press F2 here so I can take a look in the right corner to see how far from Loreville I am. I definitely recommend that you use Loreville as a waypoint. You just click on it and then fly off in this direction. That way you can press F2 and you can see your distance away. And I'm a little over 61,000 away now, so that's 61 kilometers. But yeah, the ground is, I mean, Hurston's not pretty, let's put it that way, but the graphics are really pretty. They've done a lot with it, and they're going to do more. They've got some ideas for putting some sea-like features over here, coral and that sort of thing, and I'm really looking forward to that. They keep iterating on the planetary tech and how things look, and it's, you know, I really like where it's going. Obviously, it's a slow process, but hey, we're going to get there eventually. So, as you can see here, there are some mountain ranges off to the left there in my screen, and I want to keep those just to the left, and I want to continue flying towards this smaller mountain range that's right in front of me. Here in a second, actually you can see it right now, there is smoke billowing off in the distance. So I know I'm getting really close because this is the only place that's going to have smoke billowing. So we're going to keep flying in this direction, and eventually here I'm going to have to slow down so I don't overshoot it. But it's quite large. You're not going to miss it. It's, like I said, this is one of the easiest places to find. It doesn't take a whole lot of time to get there. I'm doing this in real time, so you can see how fast I am getting here. I mean, we're only, what, seven and a half minutes in, and we've almost already hit this thing. And we started while we were in orbit. So think about that. It doesn't take long to find. Now, what purpose does this satellite serve? Well, I think there was supposed to be a mission that goes along with it, and maybe there is. Oh, got a sandstorm blowing in. But I don't know who provides that mission. Maybe you have to get in good with one of the mission givers. Maybe one of you guys know the answer to that, and you can let me know in the comments down below. But I'm pretty sure a mission's supposed to be for this thing, like you're supposed to pick up a motherboard of some kind and install it into the ship and reboot the OS. There is a place to reboot the OS on the inside of this satellite, but it doesn't do a whole lot other than turn off whatever beacon is going on. It flashes green, and then eventually it goes out again. So I don't know exactly what that's doing. I don't think it's doing anything unless you actually have a mission for it. So we're going to set down on the ground, and we're going to walk around and check this thing out a little bit closer. Like I said, it is massive. There's a lot of fire going on around here. There's sparks. There's all sorts of interesting little things. I really like this. There are other places kind of like this in the verse. If you haven't seen the Javelin Wreck of Daymar video, definitely check that one out. But there's also a place on Microtech where you can go underneath the main apartment building. You have to fly or drive underneath the tram area there, and there's a little cubby hole, I guess you could say. It's not little, it's pretty good size. You can fit a pretty decent sized ship in there, and it has a campfire. You know, it's got some snowmen, some very interesting little features. It's a lot of fun to discover that. So if you go over to this side of the satellite, you can jump up on that railing and then jump up on this piece on the back side, and then you're going to be able to grip up and climb up on top of the satellite. This is where the guy at Citizen Gone failed every time he tried to do it, just about. There's a little jump there with all this fire, and then this is a really big jump, and it is difficult, without a doubt. I did not succeed the first time I tried it, but you know, once you kind of get the timing, you're going to be able to land that jump every time. So again, I'm not sure what mission goes along with this or what purpose the satellite serves, other than it's kind of like a cool little feature that you get to see, like the Javelin Wreck or the little campfire at Microtech. I'm sure there's other places like this in the verse. If you want me to try to find some and bring them to you, let me know in the comments down below. I want to say thank you to all my Patreon and YouTube members for you know, being so supportive and, you know, helping me out. I really do appreciate it. If you guys want to become either one of those, that's going to be in the description of this video. But once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. As you can see, I'm going to climb in both sides of the satellite. This side doesn't really have anything of notice, but the other side is where you can reboot the OS. So go check this place out. I think you'll like it. I enjoyed going here. Again, this is something that I really like to do, is to go to these different places and see these different sites and these different things. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Once again, thank you. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.